Hello and welcome to the online informational slideshow for the Mount Si High School online program. As we start to make our way through this, please remember to pay close attention to this presentation. Not all of the information in here will apply to all online learners, but it is still good information to know. The first thing you need to do, if you have not done it already, is you need to make an appointment with your counselor. They are the only ones that can change your schedule. They are the only ones that can approve you to take this online class along with the online program. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill out a referral form with your counselor. After that is complete, you're going to need to take a copy of the online learning agreement home to your parents and guardians. That will be provided to you by your counselor. Once you go home, your parents, guardians, and you need to fill out all of the paperwork and decide which one of those classes you want to do. We have three different options that are outside of the regular 6-period school day. One is a 90-day credit recovery class. One is a full semester credit recovery class, and one is a full semester credit enhancement class. The prices for those are right on your screen. Please bring back all the forms and receipt of payment to Mrs. Weller in the library. You will pay for your online class in the main office at the finance desk. After this is complete, please stay in touch with Mrs. Weller. She will set you up right away to take your Advanced Academics online class if you are an Advanced Academics student. Please remember that a score of 75% is required to start your online classes. You will not be allowed to start your class unless you score a 75% on the orientation course. Now, for those of you that are taking an online class as part of your 6-period day, if you are assigned a spot in the online lab in the library, your job is to go to that class when you are scheduled to be there, and you are required to be in there every single day just like a normal class. Please keep in mind that attendance and tardies are counted just like any other class at Mount Si High School. You can fail your online class for not showing up. For those of you that are using our Event Learning partner, this is the website that you will go to. You will receive an email that has your login and your password. Please remember that it can take up to a day or two for this to happen. Make sure also to check your junk mail if you do not receive this. A lot of our people have told us that these emails do end up in the junk. If you have still not received it after 2 days, please come see Miss Weller in the library. For those of you that are advanced academics students, after you receive your welcome email, just like those students I just talked about, you will go to this website instead. You will log in. The login is usually your last name with your first initial. So if you look at the example here for Larry Jones, that's what it would look like. Your password is going to be your Snoqualmie Valley School District student number. It's your 6-digit number, no zeros in the beginning. If any part of this process doesn't work, please get in touch with Miss Weller, either in person in the library or at 425-831-4217. If you are an advanced academic student, this is what the screen is going to look like when you go to the website on the previous slide. This is where you will enter your username and your password and click log in. For those of you that will be taking the Advanced Academics Orientation class, it usually only takes about 2 to 3 hours to complete. You'll be directed through it just like you'll be directed through any regular class. During the online orientation, that is where you learn how to be successful in the online class. A lot of the stuff you will learn is very basic, just how to get in touch with your teacher, how to access tutoring, how to turn in assignments, things like that. Quick reminder, please remember that you must get a 75% in this orientation before you can be enrolled in your online class. We do not want to set you up for failure, and this is how we make sure that you understand how to navigate your way around. Please let Mrs. Weller know as soon as you are finished, and she will get you started on your regular class. Once you log in, this is the screen that you will be looking at, and right here where the red arrow is pointing, you will see where it says Classroom. That is where you're going to click to access your class. You will then be directed to a screen that looks like this. They'll walk you through what each of these icons on the left does. The big thing I want to point out on this screen is on the bottom, you see where it says for assistance, please call 1-866 822-335-3276. That is who you can call if you have any technical issues, lose a password, anything like that. Tech support can help you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We strongly push students to be self-advocates and take care of these kind of problems with themselves with tech support. The other thing that I would like to point your attention to is the Talk to Teacher function in the upper right-hand corner, as you can see on the screen. Anytime you wish to speak to a teacher or a tutor to help you with anything, that is where you can click, and a chat box will be opened for you. A little more additional information for you here. Please remember to say no to all the pop-ups. You're going to click on that classroom button that's halfway down the page when you get started. Go ahead and proceed to your class the same way you did when you started your orientation, and you will be able to keep pace with a tracker that will show up every single time you log in. Mrs. Weller checks with students every single Friday on their progress, and so please keep up on that. This is what the tracker looks like. As you can see in this example, the current progress is 0 and expected progress is 11%. That is how you can tell if you are on track or if you are falling a little bit behind. This particular student is not where he is supposed to be. Also, please keep in mind that midterms and finals need to be proctored here at Mount Si High School by either Mrs. Weller, myself, Mr. Znack, or Mrs. Ransavage in the library. Testing hours are Monday through Thursday from 7 to 4. Once your class is finished, your grade will be sent to Mrs. Weller and Mr. Snack in the online department. They will then forward your final grades to the counseling center, where they will be added to your transcript. That concludes our online slideshow here for the online program. A couple of things to keep in mind. Think very, very long and hard before you decide to get involved in the online program. It is definitely not for everybody. The orientation class is a really great way to check it out and see if you think that it would be a good fit. If you are somebody that procrastinates, if you are somebody that has a hard time keeping pace by yourself, and if you are somebody that has a hard time motivating yourself, I would highly, highly discourage you from taking online classes. But if you are the kind of student that is self-motivated and looking for a different way to get the job done, then I look forward to meeting you. Please come see me, Mr. Znack, in the library anytime, or stop by and see Miss Weller. Thank you very much. Have a great day.